So to begin, you want to navigate to the website, and you actually want to. It can load up on the website, but you want to download this as an app. So if you're on a Galaxy, an Android phone, you're gonna click these three dots right here, go down to where it says Install App, and then it's gonna actually install the app. You click Install, and it will install it down on your wherever you load up your apps at. So for me, it downloaded here to my home screen, SmartMemoryOs. Then we're gonna go in. Welcome to SmartMemoryOs. I'm very excited for y'all to demo this new app that I created. It's gonna be your ultimate digital knowledge management system. So with SmartMemoryOs, you can manage your mental and digital knowledge, giving you quick and immediate access to information. So let's dive in. So first you wanna log in. You can use your Google account, or you can create a new account, email account to log in. Once you do that, you'll be taken to this screen, which is the home screen, which is the create screen. There are actually 5 screens. There's the create screen, the library screen, review, gallery, and there's another screen called the working memory screen. I'll explain each of them in detail to you. In the create screen, this is where you start creating the cards, your memory cards. You're going to take the information that you want to learn and put it in the box that's labeled intention. Once you do that, then you're going to use one of these 4 buttons on top to process that information. There's the understand, Q&A, which is question and answers, elements, and save. Each button does a different thing to the information. If you hit the understand box and give it a second to load and process the information, what it would do is that it will break down the information and explain it to you in a form that's easy for you to understand. If you hit the Q&A box, it will process the information, and then it's going to break it up into a series of questions and answers for you to use to understand what you're studying. The elements button is mostly used for methods, steps, skills, and also foreign languages. What it does is that it takes the most important portions of the information that you're trying to learn and finds out the crucial elements of it and explains the significance of those elements. The last button is the save button, and that's when you want to keep the information in the form that it already is. Now, for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to create a question and answer card. So we hit the question and answer button and wait for it to load. You'll see at the bottom of it, there's a create a card button. What this is going to do is that it's going to take the information that you generated and create a special type of card. This card contains the original information that you've learned. So you see here, it'll actually take you to what's called the general deck, which is located in the working memory screen. And all the cards that you created are listed by the date. So the latest card is at the top. And it will create a question for you, what we call a Q question, based on the information that you put in there. Once you click that, the first screen it takes you to the data screen, which contains the original information that you put in there. The second screen is the note screen, which based on if you use the understand, knowledge, or element button, it will show what that generated right there in this note button. At the bottom is the keywords from the information that you put in. The third part is the mnemonics button. And this is one of the dopest parts about it, is that it takes the information you put in and creates suggested images for you to use. This is sometimes the hardest part of super memorization, is creating images for the information you need to learn. So it will create suggested images for you and a story using those images to help you remember. At the bottom, it'll also create a prompt for you to create an overall visual image to help you represent the note, which you would go then take that information, put it into where it says image prompt and click manifest. And once you do that, it will generate an image, a piece of artwork for you to use for that card. You can always change it if you want as well. The fourth button is the test button. And what it does is that it takes the information you put in and generates a test to test you on what you've done. So imagine yada yada yada, and you put your answer in and you answer it and it tells you right or wrong. The final screen is the stat screen. And this screen has two parts. The first part is that you're able to actually change the deck of which the card is located. So when you first start, all your cards are located in your general deck, which is on the working memory screen. But if you want to, you can change it to another deck that's located in the library. You would change the deck and also the section. Where it says box is based on the whole space repetition system. Every time you learn a card, you would increase the number of the box. And what that would do is that would change the next date in which you need to study that card. So that's for the create screen. Let's go over to the library screen. These are what we call your decks, which contain all your cards. So we look at one of my decks. Every deck is composed of a bunch of sections. So all your cards are organized by sections in your deck. So I clicked that section, and here is the card that's part of that deck. If I want to add cards to that section, I will click this button. I already have some information previously put in here, and use the same process that I use in the create screen in order to create a card, and it will create a card for me. So let's say I just want to save this as it is. And then it will show me all the recent cards that I created. And you can go back to the screen and then you'll see the cards listed there. So in your library, it has all your decks and the different sections that create different cards. Review shows a list of the cards that you created and when you have to the date for you to review them. So you see I'm behind on reviewing some of those stuff. Once you click on them, it takes you straight to the test screen of the cards, and then it gives you a question for you to answer. If you get it right, then you'll go to stat and move it up to the next level. This one is loading a wee bit slower. It's because it takes time to process. So you see, and it'll come up with a little test for you. You can clear it if you wanted a different test, and it will develop a different test for you to answer. There you go. And then the final screen is a gallery screen where you can just create images that stimulate or gather your for creative inspiration. You can put in Spider-Man in Picasso style, and it will generate an image based on your prompt. And so there you have it. Experiment with it. Try to find the flaws. Find things that you wish it can do. Find things that you're not happy it does. Play around with it and see if you can use it to help you learn things faster. If you don't have something set to learn right now, I actually have something. Your version won't have some of the information because this is like my personal deck. But I'm going to start you off with a PDF on how to quickly memorize things for you to use to create your own deck and get started testing it. And once again, thank you for all of this. You're all a great help. Love you. El Gato Negro.